Hey everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Today's video is going to be about some of my top favorite book authors. As a teacher that has worked in SPED down to first grade, now to kindergarten for the second year, I can honestly say that books are my favorite. I love children's books. I love how we can read them and put them into our own imagination of how the words are supposed to be read, how it is supposed to be like animated and things like that. So I have a couple of my favorites here. The ones that I don't actually have with me, I'll just share towards the end. So of course I am in love with The Bad Seed. This is by Jory John. So Jory John writes a lot of these great books. The whole collection started out off of this one book, and I think that this is a really great book to do read alouds and as well as like incorporating into your classroom. The Bad Seed is where it's like a book that is about how there's a bad seed and he's like really bad, but he's really not. Things happen, and so it's just a cute little story about a seed. So not only is there the bad seed, there is the smart cookie, the good egg. There's also the Halloween edition Bad Seed book, and then there is a couple of others that I'll pop up here, but they're all really great and we have all of them, and every time he writes a book we get them. So I know that there is a new one recently that just came out that we want to add to our collection, as I keep buying these for Sky. They're like almost $19, but they're well worth it. Of course I love Kimberly and James Dean for doing Pete the Cat. The Pete the Cat character is amazing. I really love, honestly, this book and my Groovy Buttons book, because this one definitely is like really cool for kids. Like I have done a read aloud with this a couple weeks ago in my classroom. I allowed the children to take 5 to 10 minutes to create a pizza that they would create and share with others. So then I binded it up into a book and put it into our class library. So Pete the Cat has so many other collection pieces, like Pete the Cat and the Groovy Buttons, Pete the Cat in my school shoes, like stuff like that. These are really great books that you guys can incorporate into making class books for, especially if you have younger grades such as kindergarten or preschool. Of course, I gotta love my Mo Willems. Mo Willems is amazing. He writes so many good books on Elephant and Piggy. This is Piggy, and then of course Elephant is on the back here. So a lot of these books are really cute. I love like the tone. I love like the different ways that like we could read this, and kids think that these books are so funny. As a teacher, I do too. So Elephant and Piggy is great. Also, Mo Willems writes a lot of great pigeon books. This is Don't Let the Pigeon Stay Up Late, but there are so many of these that the kids love to read as well. The thing, what is it? The pigeon finds a hot dog. Don't let the pigeon drive a bus. The pigeon loves things that go. The pigeon has feelings too. So a lot of great books that you guys can find by Mo Willems, especially for younger children. And as a teacher, you start to build a collection of these items, and so like the bold words, I'm not tired, like the kids love to hear you go on and on about pigeon, elephant, and Piggy. Another one of my favorites is Drew Daywalt and Oliver Jeffers. I love this little collection of like The Day the Crayons Quit. This is honestly like by far the best book that I've ever read, ever had. I got into this working at a preschool, and I wanted to like teach the kids, like we don't just use one crayon to color. We also don't use just two. We use like colors of the rainbow, and this is what the book is about. The crayons going on strike, and being upset that like yellow was used to color the sun, and you know, just like vice versa, and just certain crayons being left out. So if you haven't already checked out this book, do so. I will link all of these books from Amazon down in my description box, and you guys can check these books out. Another great book is actually, I'm sorry. Another great author is Eric Carle and Bill Martin Jr. I love how all of these books have like that rhyming piece in there. It's also like a repeating pattern. The pictures are amazing. So if you haven't already got this book, definitely do so. A lot of the younger kids love to have this book because they like to hear the words with it. They like to look at the pictures, and then of course they do have it as a board book, and so younger kids get this as they are a baby and just fall in love with this book. As a teacher, there's so many like options of like things that you can do with this book, such as like activities, class books, and like designing anything that you want. So being that I am a kindergarten teacher, I did do first grade before, and that is what I started my channel with, doing SPED. Then I started doing first grade, and then I moved on to kindergarten. So sometimes as you get to first grade, they know how to read, and so some of those cooler books for first grade would be the Abby Hanlon, which is the Dory Phantasmagory. Such a cute book for a first grader, especially because it's very funny. It's real easy to use your imagination and like literally run wild with Dory. So I think that these are all cool. I think that there's a total of 5 or 6 books. So definitely check that out. My principal introduced this to me because I had a first grader when I worked in SPED who just really loved Dory and thought that she was hilarious. So they do have Dory Phantasmagory, The Real True Friend, Dory Phantasmagory, Dory Black Sheep, and then some others. Last but not least that I have to share with you guys is Roald Dahl. He is just amazing. The way that he created Matilda, like it's beyond me. Like the book literally goes with like the movie. So these are definitely great. Not only does he do Matilda, but he did the BFG. And he also did James and the Giant Peach and quite a few others. So definitely be sure to check out Roald Dahl, as he has a lot of great book selections, and like this is just something great to do with like your small groups as your grade level goes up, especially like when kids know that there is a book that goes with a movie. They tend to want to read the book or watch the movie first and then read the book, vice versa. So I hope that you all have enjoyed watching Vlogmas Day 2, where I shared a lot of great favorite book authors of mine, children-wise, especially for other teachers, because some of these books are really, really amazing. Some books you don't know is out there, and then that is where you get stuck. So like I said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below some other book options that you guys think that I should check out, other than Dogman and the ones that I mentioned and Captain Underpants, to incorporate maybe into our school library in our classroom. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.